All right, let's dive right in. If you've ever wanted to pull back the curtain on real estate data without pulling out your credit card, well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're unlocking a treasure trove of property data that's just sitting right there in the public domain, waiting for you to use it.
So, are you struggling to find property data in Baldwin County without spending a dime? Stick around, because this explainer is going to unlock the absolute secrets to discovering property records totally for free, anytime, anywhere. Look, you don't need to be a real estate mogul or pay some expensive data broker to get your hands on this info. You really just need to know exactly where to look.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. Unlocking free property records. 2. The 2 Baldwin counties. 3. The step-by-step search process. 4. Interpreting the property data. 5. Practical applications and hacks. And finally, 6. Some final takeaways and a quick disclaimer. Kicking things off with Section 1, unlocking free property records, and really why this public data matters to you. You know, it's so easy to assume this kind of data is locked behind some massive corporate paywall, but public property records are actually a completely free goldmine. Whether you're doing real estate investment research, verifying legal titles and ownership, or maybe diving into genealogical and historical research, it is all right there. And this is absolutely crucial for homeowners. You can actually check your property tax assessments to make sure you're getting all the tax exemptions you actually deserve. Moving right along to Section 2, the 2 Baldwin counties. This is honestly the biggest trap in property research. Okay, pay attention to this part because it trips up almost everyone. There are actually 2 completely distinct jurisdictions sharing this exact name. On one side, you've got Baldwin County, Alabama. That's a coastal county with about 230,000 residents, and their records live in the Probate Office and Revenue Commission. But on the flip side, there's Baldwin County, Georgia. It's home to roughly 44,700 people, and it's managed by the Superior Court Clerk and Tax Commissioner. They have completely separate registries, so you absolutely have to identify your target state first, or you're going to end up making a massive research error. All right, Section 3, the step-by-step search process. Let's talk about navigating these online portals. First things first, let's get you prepped. Step 1, identify your tools. You really just need a computer with an internet connection and basic browser skills. Nothing crazy. Step 2 is gathering your starting data. Usually, having the exact property address is your best bet, but you can totally use a parcel identification number or PIN or just the property owner's name. And then step 3, like we literally just talked about, is determining whether your property is sitting in Alabama or Georgia. Okay, so if your search takes you to Alabama, step 4 means you'll head over to the assurance portal for tax and appraisal data, and then hit the county's official public search portal for recorded deeds and mortgages. Now, if you're looking in Georgia, step 5 dictates you'll use the QPublic portal for appraisals and the statewide GSCCA system for deed indexes. Oh, and a quick heads up for Georgia, viewing the actual full deeds for free often means you might actually have to make a physical trip to use the courthouse terminals. Now, here's an insider troubleshooting tip to help you avoid those incredibly annoying error messages in the Alabama system. To prevent database timeouts, they actually enforce minimum character inputs. So if you're searching an owner's name, you need at least 3 characters. Searching by PIN, you've got to put in at least 1 character. Honestly, knowing this tiny detail upfront is going to save you a ton of frustration. Let's move into Section 4, interpreting the property data, or basically making sense of all these results. It's like a giant puzzle, right? You have to match your specific question to the correct office. In Alabama, the Revenue Commission handles property taxes and those cool GIS maps. But if you want legal ownership records, mortgages, or liens, you have to go to the probate office. Meanwhile, over in Georgia, QPublic is where you'll find appraisal valuation cards, while the Superior Court handles the actual deeds and plats. So just make sure you're knocking on the right digital door. And hey, there's a really important local nuance to keep in mind here. While the county offices handle the big stuff like taxes and deeds, incorporated municipalities, like, say, the city of Orange Beach in Alabama, they actually handle their own local building permits and zoning. So if the property you're looking at is inside city limits, you're going to need to check that specific city's portal to find things like active construction permits or flood zone requirements. That brings us to Section 5. Practical applications and hacks. Let's put all this data to work for you. All right, first off, just bookmarking these frequently visited county portals is a huge time saver. But listen to this, because here's a massive hidden gem.
In Alabama, if you live in the house you own, you should absolutely have a homestead exemption. Go check your tax record online for an H code right next to your name. If it's missing, you are literally overpaying. This exemption cuts your taxes, saving at least $45 a year, and in some cases, almost cutting your property taxes in half. A couple other cool hacks. Use the Alabama GIS viewer to look at colored zoning overlays, and of course, always verify the true legal owner before you make any real estate purchase offers.
I've also got to share this fantastic, totally free tool offered by the Baldwin County, Alabama Probate Office called Property Alert. Look, deed theft and title fraud are real, growing concerns. But by just registering your name and email on their portal, this software acts like a digital watchdog. Whenever any real estate document is filed under your registered name, you get an instant email. It's so simple, but it gives you an incredible amount of peace of mind. Finally, Section 6, Final Takeaways and Disclaimer. Let's wrap up your search. Just before we wrap things up, keep in mind that the information we've covered in this explainer is meant for reference only. It's a really strong starting point. Website interfaces do change over time, so always double-check all the details directly with official sources. And definitely consult a qualified legal or financial expert if you have specific issues with titles, surveys, or taxes. So I'll leave you with this one question. What hidden value are you going to uncover in the public records of Baldwin County today? Are you going to find a missing tax exemption, trace the history of some century-old home, or just protect your own title with that free alert? I highly encourage you to try these steps out for yourself right now. If you found this explainer helpful, make sure to subscribe for more content on mastering public data. And hey, drop a comment below about your own search experience. Happy hunting, and we'll see you in the next explainer.